Hello, Pokemon fans. So, I'm going to turn that down a bit. This is going to be a very special video. The reason why is because it's my first Ultra Moon video, as you can see by what's on the screen and the title of the video. And this is something that, it's a very special video because I'm not going to be battling anybody. I'm not going to be showing off any gameplay or anything at all. Instead, we're going to be going to the Festival Plaza. Why, you might ask, are we going to this atrocity? Because I have shown that I am not a fan of the Festival Plaza in other videos that I've done with Scott on Toon Dice regarding the Game View episodes that we do. Why am I showing this off? Well, there's a very good reason, friends. And that is because I have a special type of video in plan. It's sort of a tradition I do where with every new Pokemon game that comes out. I've done this ever since X and Y, where oh no, that's not cool. That's the wrong type of Magikarp. Its name is Magikarp too. Hold on. Okay, so to explain what is going on screen, I have a box full of 30 Magikarp, and usually what I do with these is ever since X and Y, I get a box full of Magikarps and I just release them onto Wonder Trade just for the fun of it, just to see what I can get. And this is the first time I'm actually able to record this. So in Sun and Moon, I decided to do something special. Clearly, I can't do it with this first Magikarp, which makes it the only special Magikarp in the entire set of this, where it's not going to be named Tapu Karp. All other 29 Magikarps I've collected are named Tapu Karp. So the reason why is just because I thought it would be funny, but in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, they give you the ability to buy Beast Balls. So, I thought it would be very funny to get everything that I can in a Beast Ball. And the first thing we get is a Rowlet. The typing that I was doing just then, if that gets picked up, is, my friends were hoping to... Oh, wow. Wow. This is a very interesting Rowlet. Neat. Anyway. Okay, so now on to the very first Tapu Karp. I thought it would just be funny to have 29... I wanted 30, but we'll go with 29. 29 Magikarps named Tapu Karp in a Beast Ball. I thought it would be very funny. It's always been a fun time to me to do this, where I can just see about 30 Pokemon that people will toss onto the Wonder Trade and what happens and all that. So it's just fun. Like, because imagine somebody surprised when it's like, oh wow, a Beast Ball, and then it's a Magikarp. It's a really chaotic and mean thing, but damn is it funny to me. I was tempted to stream this, but I was all don't think I will. Wow, timid. That kind of sucks. Oh well. On to Tapu Cup 3. My friends, a couple of my friends were trying to stream snipe me. Or not stream snipe me, Wonder Trade snipe me. So far, hasn't happened. And, speaking of Wonder Trading with my friends, I had a very funny Wonder Trade experience happen Oh, hey, we got a Vulpix. Sweet. In this, Firepower Cinnober Vulpix. That's kind of... That's really funny, actually. But, a friend and I were Wonder Trading the other day, and, ooh, Modest Snowcloak. Been blessed. Sweet. She and I were Wonder Trading the other day, and I came across this person. I'm not gonna say the name, but they were from Canada. And I sent off just like a random Caterpie I had, and in return, I got a Vulpix, which I can't get in Ultramoon, which was really cool. And, that person immediately decided to retrade my Caterpie that I caught, and they got matched up with my friend immediately after Wonder Trading with me, and so my friend got my Caterpie from this random person in Canada after I got their Vulpix, and I just thought it was really fun. I got a Magikarp in a quick ball, so it's not my own. That's good to know. That would have been hilarious. Alright, so this will be Magikarp number 4. Wow. It's been 6 minutes. We're only on the 4th one. Oh well. Let's see what we can get. So, because sometimes you can find really interesting things. Like, I remember one time I traded, I think it was a Pidgeot on the Wonder Trade, just because I had a bunch of them, and I ended up getting like this level 100 Japanese Zapdos, and I thought that was so cool. That was back when I had Y. And so that was a long time ago. Got a Japanese Diglett. That's very cool. And, you know, if any of you happen to come across this video that I've traded with, any of you 30, and you see this video, just, like, leave a comment down. Say, hey, that was me. And if you traded something very important, hit me up, message me, and, if that Pokemon's actually really important to you, I'll be more than happy to send it back, because I would hate that you, accidentally traded a Pokemon on a misclick. I would hate that for you. Like, if I traded my Staraptor or my Zoroark, I would just be beyond upset. This person is probably about to trade me a Bug-type Pokemon. Let's see what we get, though. Let's see if my prediction was correct. Oh, snap! It's a, what the hell is this thing? A Jangmo? It's not Como. Okay, cool, so it is a Jangmo. Sweet. I actually got the name right. I've actually never caught one. Ever. So that means I can actually start training this thing to get a Hakumo and a Como. So let's see what kind of Pokemon this is. It will never show an enemy its back in battle. Ancient warriors like Jangmo for its valiant disposition and made it one of their own. That's really neat. But like in both like in Sun and Moon, I've never caught one. I never knew where you could find one. So, Jolly, very nice. Very nice. Alright, that's not a bad first 5. Let's go on to this next 5 then. Tapu Karp. This is a female. I will say, out of all 30 Magikarps that I had ready to get sent out, one of them has a very good nature compared to the rest. Most people that I've seen prefer a Jolly or an Adamant Gyarados, and so we got an Abra. That's really cool. I like Abra. Most people like their Pokemon, or like their Gyarados to be a Jolly nature or an Adamant nature. I'll admit, I never got an Adamant one, but I did hatch a Jolly one. All of these are bred Magikarp, by the way. I took one Magikarp, one female Magikarp that I captured in a Beast Ball, and bred it with just a hasty Ditto that I forgot to put an Everstone on. But so it kind of gives you that sense of battling an actual Guardian, which is the whole reason why I named it Tapu Karp, because every one of the Guardians has the name Tapu in it, right? So, you've got Tapu Lele, Tapu Koko, Tapu Bulu, and Tapu Fini. Why not Tapu Karp? We got a Hypno. This is a second type, or second psychic type, I believe. Hypno in a Pokeball. Okay. Thank you, Lucy. And you know, this might have been better off streamed, but I don't know. I can't soft reset this, by the way, which is kind of upsetting. I found that out just before while I was recording, because I ended up, like, I didn't have my charger, and so, like, it was really off. And so I wanted to soft reset, but due to the nature of how I'm having to do this, I wasn't able to, which really sucks. I wish I could have gotten I wish I could soft reset, because that means I could do legendary hunting, but unfortunately cannot do that. But that's fine, I don't mind. Let's see what we get this time. We got an Inkay. That's pretty neat, I guess. I'm gonna feel bad for whoever's doing a sepia top. For whoever's doing a Wonder Lock, and you come across one of these Pokemon, I will feel really bad. Alright, and Tapu Karp. Let's see. This is number 10, I believe. No, it's not. It's not number 10. I can't see things properly. This should be number 8. Number 8 or number 8. Next one will be number 9. I guess I could use this time to Magikarp for a Magikarp. I guess I could use this time to, like, talk about Ultra Moon. Oh, you didn't even nickname your Magikarp. Or hey, disappointed in you. Disappointed in you, good sir. But I guess I could use this time to talk. Ooh, Adamant. Well, okay then. I guess I could use this time to talk about Ultra Moon. I haven't, like, discovered everything there is to the game yet. Like, I'm sure there's still a few things I'm missing. I still haven't gotten all the totem stickers, as you can see by the Pokédex back at Jengmo. But if I'll put it this way: if you've played Sun and Moon, and you think that Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon will be the same, we got another relic. Cool. But bows. If you played Sun and Moon, and you think that Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon is gonna be the same exact thing, I won't say you're wrong, because everyone's entitled to what they believe in. I will say that I completely disagree with that idea, because in terms of like where you go in the game, yes, you're absolutely right. It's still the same game. But the plot has changed. Yeah, you're still on your island trial, but the deal with Team Skull's pretty much always going to be the same. But the deal with the Aether Paradise is different. Everything involving Lucamine, or Lucamine, however you pronounce it, and Gladion and Lily, and the Ultra Beast, as a matter of fact, that's all been changed. I won't go into it because it's very spoilery. This is actually a really good way to fill up my Pokédex too. Like I said, it's very spoilery, but the motives behind Lucamine and the Aether Paradise are different. Like, and that changes the plot. Some of the key story Pokemon that you see are completely different. And I won't go into it much further than that, but I will say Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are the definitive versions of the two. Because I feel like Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon is what they wanted to do with Sun and Moon, but just couldn't. And these were really strong titles to end the 3DS's main series Pokemon games, in my opinion. I absolutely loved the story. I really did. The story felt really good. It hit that sweet spot of dark, I guess, because I do like darker stories. Like, I love the hell out of Persona 5, and that story was kind of dark. Or it had dark themes, I should say. What the hell? My laptop charger somehow managed to wind up in my blanket, and that felt really weird. Alright. And as far as Pokemon games go, this is a very unpopular opinion. I don't understand why it is, but that's because opinions are opinions. My favorite gens are Generation 5. Above all else, that is my favorite generation. Black and White are my favorite games. And I like Black and White more than I like Black 2 and White 2. Which is sort of the opposite of what people say. Usually, most people that I've seen will say they prefer Black 2 and White 2 over Black and White. And, you know, that's fair. That is completely fair. Black 2 and White 2 were amazing games. They really were. But there was something about Black and White that I absolutely loved. You feel? And so... is that ours? Yes, it is. but like I was saying, Gen 5 is my favorite gen. My second gen up till now, up until like Gen 7, was Generation 3. But I personally, Sun and Moon took that Gen 3 spot. And Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon took that spot away from Gen 3. Like, don't get me wrong. Ruby Sapphire are really good games. I don't like Emerald. I played it. I never got to own it as a kid, so I don't have the nostalgia of playing Emerald. I don't have the nostalgia of the Battle Frontier. But I played it on an emulator during my senior year of high school. And that was about 3 years ago. 2 years ago. 2 and 3 years ago. And so I wasn't the biggest fan of it compared to Ruby and Sapphire. And so it wasn't that hard for something like Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, or I should say Gen 7, to take Gen 3's spot. I'll put up a list of my favorite generations in order down underneath the top screen right now, because it usually goes 5 before Generation 7. It was 5, 3, 2. Oh shit, a Snivy, hell yeah. In a Beast Ball, hell yeah. That's badass. But it's usually been like 5, 3, 2, 4, 6, and 1. I don't like Generation 6 at all. I am not a fan of Gen 6. And I don't like Generation 1 either. I really don't. I can never bring myself to actually complete a Gen 1 game. As a matter of fact, I still have Fire Red on the Game Boy Advance that I play every now and again on my Game Boy Advance SP, because I just still haven't finished it. And that save file, I started back in like 2012. And I just still haven't finished it out of pure laziness, and out of the fact that I don't feel like it. I don't like Gen 5, or Gen 5. I love Gen 5. I just don't like Gen 1. And Gen 6 isn't that far behind. But like, when Sun and Moon came out, I was over the moon, pun intended. I was ecstatic. I loved it. I was like, holy crap, this is amazing. But then after playing it a few times, because I've played Moon about 3 times, and I've played Sun 2 times. As a matter of fact, you guys can check over on Toondice, where I do different Let's Plays with Scott, the owner. You can see the Alola Adventures that we're doing, where I am on the Sun version. That is technically my second run of Sun. And after going through it all, hey, we're about to get a Gigalith, sweet! Unless it has an Everstone, in which case, I guess joke's on me. But it's evolving. That's amazing. But originally, I was like, holy crap, these games are amazing. And they took that Gen 3 spot immediately. But after playing them over and over and over again, Gen 3 sort of took that spot back. because there are many places where Sun and Moon fall short. Like the leveling curve, the difficulty, the Aether Foundation is a main... Let's check out this Gigalith real quick. Serious and stream. Cool. The Aether Paradise and the Aether Foundation, they were really in that game. Like, there was no real reason for Lusamines or Lusamines. For some reason I like to pronounce it Lusamine, so forgive me if I keep saying it that way. For some reason her motives seemed really meh. Like, wow, you're just a fucking asshole. You're an abusive mother who just doesn't give a shit about her children anymore. Oh, hey, a Mimikyu. Sweet. I love Mimikyu. And so I can see... I wasn't a fan of her motives in Sun and Moon. But Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon definitely took that away from Lusamine, making her motives so much better. If that makes any sense. Like, I'm not gonna go into it, like I said, because of spoiler purposes, but it was just all around fun. It was just all around fun. No, that didn't make any sense. The motives were a lot more fleshed out in Ultra Moon. And I can't help but feel that because of that, that's where Sun and Moon fell really short. And Sun and Moon hit on that nostalgia of Red and Blue, being able to battle them, and for some reason everybody fawning over Cynthia and being able to battle with her or against her. That's a fucking gibble. Cool. And I'm not the biggest fan of it all. I'm really not. But that's a whole different can of worms. I guess I completely went off my train of thought. Generations. That's right. So, because of Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, I can't really classify Gen 7 as second favorite at this point because of... And this is still coming off of pure excitement and pure hype. So, after I play Ultra Sun, and after I go through the game like a couple more times, maybe my opinion on this will change, but as of right now, I can't classify my favorites, or my top two, in a gen anymore. And the reason why is because of Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, where I like Black and White. The Black and White will be my favorite of the main series games. Then there's Ultra Moon. Then there's Black 2 and White 2. And then there's Sun and Moon. And then the rest. And crucify me if you must. That's just how I feel. Because I absolutely love what they did in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Yes, they still had the nostalgia, like, drug for all the people who just love Team Rocket in the form of Rainbow Rocket, and of course, you know, you get to battle the team leaders of every single past enemy team in the main games, which in itself was really cool. I was kind of hoping that they would have done things a bit differently. I really wished each leader had 6 Pokemon, and for things like Maxie and Archie, I wish they had the primal reversions of Groudon and Kyogre instead of just being able to use them. but I understand why they didn't, because that Maxie and that Archie came from a universe where the primals didn't exist. I guess is the best way to explain that. I don't know. I loved what they did with the post game, and I loved what they did with the actual story. I really did. But like I said, that may change over time as I play it again and again and again. But who knows? I will say though, this is definitely the definitive version of Gen 7. Like, Platinum is the definitive of Diamond and Pearl. Emerald, I guess, would be the definitive of Ruby and Sapphire. Crystal is the definitive of Gold and Silver. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are definitely the definitive versions of Generation 7, though. If you were looking to get into Pokemon again, and you saw stuff of Sun and Moon and you were interested, and because you didn't get Sun and Moon, but you can get Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, definitely go for it. The reason why is because unlike Black White and Black 2 and White 2, the stories don't rely on each other. You can play Ultra Moon and have a completely different experience than if you had played regular Moon. But yeah. That's just like, that's my whole 2 cents. I know I went on and on and on about that for a while, and I apologize. That's just how it is for me. And let me know what you guys think about this little overlay that I've got going on, the rainbow borders around the 3DS screens, and you know, the little shining background with the logo. Just let me know what you guys think, because I kind of like it, but it's not up to me. It's up to you guys who watch the videos. And if you guys don't like it, leave like a suggestion as to what you would prefer to see in the background. If you would rather see it, or if you would rather see the top screen as just the top screen with like no border or anything around it, or if you think I should move the screens around a bit, make one screen bigger, another smaller. Just let me know what you guys would want. I'm trying to think of what else to say. Oh, we got a setup. Cool. I haven't been keeping track of what all I've been getting from these trades at this point. I will tell you guys a very funny story that has happened to me in this game over the past few days. If you guys have been keeping up with Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon news, you'll know that there's a place called the Ultra Wormhole, where you can go to these different wormholes and see, you have a chance of seeing like a legendary Pokemon. And this is how you catch the legendary Pokemon, and you can also see shiny Pokemon in these areas. Well, I came across the legendary Pokemon Cresselia the other night, and I failed to capture it at this point because I had to do something for Scott in a game view video that will be going up, or has already gone up. I don't know when it'll be up compared to when I upload this. The Pokemon Ultra Moon footage that's used in that is from me. I was the one who recorded that, and you can see my Cresselia fight there. But I accidentally saved when I was doing that footage for Scott, and so I'll have to go back and fight Cresselia at another point. But let's check out this thing real quick. Hasty levitate. Okay. Well, I fought that Cresselia 7 times. 7 different times. Not because I killed it, but because it started to struggle and ended up knocking itself out. How ridiculous is that? And the reason why it did is because I have caught Cobalion and Kyogre in Beast Balls. And I really I was like, at this point, I had to catch everything. I had to catch every legendary in a Beast Ball. And I had decided, like, this is what I'm going to do. Well, that didn't happen. I had 110 Beast Balls, and Cresselia went through 50 to 70 before it would struggle. And the reason why the battles would go out that long is because for the first few, I would use my Necrozma fused with my Lunala, which is a Psychic Ghost type, and it's got really high special defense. And the only move, Cresselia only has 2 moves it can use to damage that Necrozma of mine. Future Sight and Aurora Beam. Neither of them can do shit to me. And so... Oh, hey, a Cyndaquil! In what ball? Oh, a Great Ball. Anyway. And so, it ended up, I was like, I want to catch everything in a Beast Ball. And so, it couldn't damage my Necrozma except by those 2 moves. And so, it would go out to like 50-ish turns. And when it did, it just ended up struggling. And then I was eventually able to finagle my team a bit to get a Rotom with just a normal Rotom, Electric Ghost with Thunder Wave, and Volt Switch at level 100, mind you, where I used my Rotom to paralyze it and swap it to the front of my party, and then use Volt Switch into Necrozma. Well, it never happened. Cresselia just refused to be caught. It shook 3 times, but just never wanted to be caught, which was unfortunate, but oh well. So this is the last Magikarp. This is the special one. This is the Jolly Nature Magikarp. I am going to be sending it in 3, 2, 1. Let's see who gets the final Tapu Karp. The Jolly Nature Tapu Karp. Maddie from Italy. Alright, Maddie. Let's see what you get. Or, well, let's see what we get, I should say. We get a Wingull! I'm slightly disappointed. But I bet he's going to be more disappointed after getting a Magikarp in a Beast Ball. As a matter of fact, I think we might have one last Magikarp somewhere. Let me run through my boxes and see if we have one more Tapu Karp. Nope. There's Carpador that I always seem to get. There is a Gyarados. I guess the last Tapu Karp. Yep, the last Tapu Karp is actually in the nursery. Oh well, this was a lot of fun. I enjoyed this. This was a lot of fun. I hope, if any of you come across this, that you will enjoy your Tapu Karp in a Beast Ball, and you won't just retrade it. I'm kidding. It's a Magikarp. Obviously, you're gonna retrade it. But yeah, this was really, really fun. So let's have let's reflect on everything we've gotten from this Wonder Trade excursion. We have a Ratlet, a Diglett, a Vulpix, Magikarp, Diglett, a Jangmo-o, an Igglybuff, a Rowlet, a Magikarp, an Inkay, Hypno, Abra, that is my Staraptor, a Lillipup, Skarmory, Abra, Snivy, Diglett, Gigalith, Yungoos, Mudbray, Wingull, Smeargle, Gibble, Mimikyu, that is my Necrozma, Psyduck, Ghastly, Butterfree, Cyndaquil, Wingull, and Stunfisk. That is everything we've got. So, it's really fun. I enjoyed this, I enjoyed being able to just chat about Pokemon. I hope you all enjoyed it as well. If you want more of this, where I just, like, go on and, start trading out Pokemon on Wonder Trade, let me know. I'll be more than happy to do that. And, I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.